to welcome everyone who is watching this today. If you have never watched anything on my channel before, I am Lindsay Moorhead, and I am a speaker, personal trainer, nutrition coach, and gardener. I am a mom to 5. I homeschool 2 teenagers. I have twin toddlers and also an older son of my husband. I have had stillborn twins and a miscarriage. You will see fitness, nutrition, gardening, family, homeschooling, and Christian godly topics here. Good morning. So I'm just getting recording. I am having a very late, I don't want to say I got up late, but late push morning. Okay, so I'm not being very good at, look at the horns. Welcome to the morning. Okay, I feel like I just need to lick them. They're bothering me this morning. It's because I blow dried my hair yesterday. I don't normally like to blow dry, I just throw it up. We had church and it was freezing. It was -2 degrees, so I blow dried it. Anyway, so this morning is running a little slow. I didn't get up late. Let me say that. So I've been horrible at showing my evening routines. I need to get better at that. By the time I get to that point, and you can probably tell it in my videos, like I do really good. I'm really, really high, and then I just kind of slack off towards the end of the day. So, yeah, I will see if I can try to do that more, show my evening routines, because you know what? My evening routines is what builds my morning routine. So I do think I have a portion of my night that's called thank you. And so when you talk about block schedules, this portion is where I do anything that I need to get done for myself for a later time. Filling up my water bottle for the night for the next morning. Folding laundry that's in the basket because I'll need the basket in the morning. Putting the dirty laundry in the basket. Cleaning up the high chairs, sweeping the floor, picking up toys, getting dishes done, that kind of stuff. But last night, there was a child that just kept on screaming. And so I didn't get to fall asleep until like 10:30 last night. Because there was a child that just kept on screaming. And it just happened. So that puts my brain to non-function mode when I hear screaming. And so the towels that have been in the basket for maybe 2 days now sat in the living room, hallway, dining room. It was shuffled around by babies. For 2 days, I had to get folded so that I could have the basket this morning, so I could take down dirty clothes that were piling up because I didn't do any laundry yesterday because it was a blanket day and I didn't have to do any blankets. So yeah, so I didn't do so good last night. That didn't build my morning up right, so it's slowing me down a little bit. So I had to fold the laundry first just so that I could get the basket so that I could put dirty clothes in it so I could carry them all down here. What a morning already. So that I could come down here and sort 2 baskets full of clothes. 2 baskets full I had to sort. I scrubbed a little bit. Yeah, I was like, nope, there's the pile of scrub me clothes. I'm not putting that in first. So, all right, so I am now getting down here to get my stuff done. And I'm running a little bit behind. So I'm going to keep on rolling and start film rolling. If you've been in the gym enough times, this is a genius hack that I do. Basically, I forgot my phone stand and I just take a dumbbell and put it up like this. It's up against the edge of my mat, and so it keeps it from sliding. Yeah, it's perfect. You can do the same idea with the 10-pound. Okay guys, so I am switching up my list. I am moving my Bible, my reading, my prayer time all up at my desk because that's where my pens are. I don't like to move everything back and forth. It's great to focus here. I think if I do it before I wake the babies up, hopefully I can still focus. Hopefully my older son does not come and bother me. And I can get that done. Okay, so I'm just gonna move on to treadmill. While I'm doing treadmill this morning, I think I'm going to just rewatch my video that I'm trying to video edit to post today. And I just want to confirm that it is ready this morning to do that. So I am just gonna go ahead and do that much for myself. Okay, so I talk about doing things that your later life will thank you for. Well, this is one. I took my shoes off and I got them prepared for the next time. Okay, so I did my workout and my treadmill and whatnot. I still need to go upstairs, do Bible, whatnot. But the washing machine is done. So I'm just gonna go ahead and rotate it so that later on I don't have to do that. Hopefully I can do it one more time before lunchtime when I come down and do makeup or something. And then later on in the day, I'll rotate it one more time to get it dry, I think. I'm trying to calculate the shifts. That way, all the loads that I have planned for today will get done by the end of the day. All right, so like, if you have babies for sure, but kids that make mess all over the clothes or anything else, or that you're a messy eater, one or the other, you need to find a product that you're okay with having to clean your clothes. And toothbrush and a scrub brush. Sometimes I have a rag here, and then I have a sink. If it gets really bad, I do all that. And a lot of times I will have Dawn dish soap. Yes, dish soap over here. I took it up to get it filled, so it's not here. I use it for the fact that a lot of foods have like olive oil or some kind of oil in them, and so that is really, really hard to get out between any product and any product and any product. I've tried them all, guys. This is the one that I like so far. I know some people are trying to pull chemicals and whatnot out, but I like this one for the fact that I can get certain things out. Now there's other things I can't get out, like ramen noodle turns a different color. So, yeah. So this is what I've came up with, and this is what I do best with. And then with Dawn, it takes the oil out. So if I put all the above in, it will help with all of the above, which I might want to get Dawn filled today because I'm pretty sure one of my sweaters that I had dumped accidentally like an olive oil dressing on or something. I forget what it was, but there was something I made a giant mess all over. So I need to fill that today. Okay guys, if you don't have a basket, get yourself a basket, especially if you have a laundry, I'm gonna call it laundromat, your laundry room downstairs. You need a basket and my office stuff. I don't know. I'm kind of a little of, I have places for everything. So this is my laundry basket. I am going to carry these things up. That is our well system. We have to keep it from freezing. Guys, it's cold. And the snow is still here for the last couple weeks. Alright, I gotta go to the mailbox. Oh, look at the snow. We are kind of done. I honestly have seen enough snow this year. We got our Christmas lights on. That's about as good as possible. And they're on all year round. So if we can turn them off or anything. And that's how we do that. Alright, so another hack a lot of people should know is to keep the mice out, lock it up. Okay guys, so I hope you can hear me over the chickens. This is where I feed at, so I don't have to go in the run if I don't have to. So I just take it and I pour it in. And I pour that, and if they move their bucket, that's their fault. But they are animals that like to peck off the ground. So, but it's cold. Okay, a little quick hack. When you shake your boots off, have slip-on shoes, house slippers, something that, because I just had to dig and poop, and I'm gonna have to wash those gloves. I'm probably stepping in stuff out there too, so switch to shoes. All right, so the next hack that I do is I just came from the cold, and if I'm cold, I want to warm up. So I'm going to wash my hair, warm my hands up, wash my face, and that will warm me up a bit. I'll still be cold. All right guys, so I'm going to quickly just kind of say a few hacks here that I do. I got my whole morning has been kind of like out of whack. Not the right order, not the right times, nothing. Some days are like that. I had, my son woke up and decided, he was like, I want to hop in the shower. And I'm like, you can't hop in the shower. You're going to mess everybody's time up from here. And so I said, no, you have to wait. That made him a little cranky. And then that rushed me because I was trying to keep him happy, because I'm a people pleaser, by the way. But there's a point where I don't please anymore and I start getting frustrated. And that's what happened this morning. I people pleased, and then I got frustrated because my whole morning got out of whack because of it. So I rushed and did that. And then I had to get babies up, or I got babies up. It wasn't time. I normally come down here and do my makeup and then switch over to laundry. He didn't do his dishes. So like, guys, I don't know if you guys have kids that just don't do dishes or don't do a chore, and it drives you bonkers. So I have a sink full of dishes because he didn't do dishes yesterday. You have to stay on your dishes. We are a family of 6. Dishes is mandatory. If you miss one day of not doing dishes in this family, you will be doing dishes for days on top of days, on top of hours, on top of hours. It's mandatory. You have to, with a big family, stay on top of your dishes. It's just essential. If it was just me and I had the dishes that I have is not as essential, we will make it through. I will make it through. But when you have 6 people in this house, somebody has to stay on those dishes. And it is his chore that he has to keep on. It's the same way with my daughter. She doesn't do floors very well, nor do floors often. If that is her one choice to not do, it won't get done. And I have little kids on the floor, so it is mandatory to have that done. So that's what's been frustrating me. And so I don't have a fork, and I don't have my smoothie machine cup, and I don't have my frying pan to make my eggs in. Oh, I had eggs this morning, by the way. I got a couple eggs over the last 24 hours. And then, so yeah, it's just one of those things that everything, if one person doesn't stick with their thing, it messes everybody up. So he's in the kitchen at the same time as I am, and sorry to say, there's not enough room for doing dishes and me cooking at the same time. There's not. I'm tripping over the dishwasher front. It's just not in an orderly fashion for me to be 2 people at once in the kitchen. I won't forget our old house. I have some pictures, I'll throw them on. But our old house, our kitchen was huge. I could we had a peninsula. The kids could, work at the peninsula while I worked at the stove. We had an island, a peninsula and an island. And that would just not fit in this house. So that is one thing, is each person has to stay on their normalcy of routine, or it throws everybody out of whack. That happens often around here. Often. And so if they hear it from mom often, and then they're like, I don't want to hear it anymore. Well, then do it. It's a good thing. Okay, so the other thing is, I have to have everything ready in the morning. Normally at night, one of my thank you things is do dishes to make sure that it's running at night. I couldn't even get to the sink because he didn't do his dishes. And so I told him, I can't do dishes if you can't do your dishes. I finish the night up, I get them in the sink or in the dishwasher to get them started. I couldn't even stand at the sink. There was so many dishes. So while I'm sitting here and talking to you, I'm going to give another hack here. I have a little one that has been doing nothing but screaming and crying. And so one of my hacks is these noise canceling headphones. You can get Apple ones. I've had Apple ones. I've had Skull Crushers. Skull Crushers are much cheaper. You lose them, you're not hating yourself as much. No, I am not sponsored by Skull Crusher, but if they want to come and ask me, I would love to, because I wear them most of my day. I have them connected to my phone. You can get it. There are ways, and I have to figure out what I did wrong along the way, but you can get it to where it will read you messages, and it will tell you things that are going on, pop-ups that are happening. I must have hit something in my settings somewhere, and it's not doing that now. But you can get it to do that. You can listen to music while a baby is screaming, and that helps. So I get overstimulated. So my sensories, ever since the twins, I had the twins, it was worse right after the twins, but more so I still have it. It hasn't gone away. But it's I can't function when they're screaming and loud, and I've been overtouched and guys, as a mom, it happens. I'm telling you, even to the best of us, it happens too. So put these in. It kind of helps you with focus. It helps you deal with crybabies that need to be held 24/7. If they want to cry, they can cry. It helps when you have to put babies to bed and they cry and you know you should not go pick them up, because eventually they're going to learn to fall asleep. And then you have those times that they just want to cry all the time. They are demanding babies. And I have a toddler that is a demanding toddler. She has to have her Super Y. She doesn't have her Super Y. If I want to change it up for Kaylin and he wants to have Bob the Builder or Thomas the Train, anything other than what Elsie wants, she has the biggest hissy fit. So grab you some, because they have to learn. They cannot just, they can sit there and cry all they want, but they are not going to get through. Also, my older kids, they have headphones. My son has skull crushers, and it does help them to be able to focus when there is a crybaby in the house. And so put them on, do it. Okay, I'm going to rush. I got to get this done and get upstairs to do school. So makeup is going on. Oh, by the way, my little hack for this is I have just made a place. The bathroom is always, I feel like there is always somebody having to go into the bathroom. And so that I'm out very quickly, I literally, I do a nighttime bath, I do a morning wash my hair. I get in, I get out, brush my teeth, brush my face. Anything to do with water, I get it done in there. Anything to do with makeup or anything else, I bring down here to my desk. I have these big lights. It helps me with my mood boosters, and I can do my makeup at the same time. So if you have a small house with a lot of people, just make your spot for your makeup, get a mirror. You can get it done outside of the bathroom. That is one thing to get in and out of the bathroom very quickly. But the only thing I don't like is that I have it down here. I can't put it upstairs. Elsie would be in it. Elsie does not come down here. My little 2-year-old, she doesn't come down here. So Josiah, my oldest son, he used to get into my makeup all the time. It drove me crazy. It drove me crazy. Yeah, my daughter was all about the fingernail polish. He was all about the foundation. I don't know. It would be everywhere. So, okay, I'm gonna finish this. All right, just a quick makeup hack. If you don't have a lot of time to put into makeup, just put the basic foundation on and make sure you do your eyelashes, and that should cover your day. Like, I only have the basic. I put foundation on, I put just a basic eyeshadow on, and that covers that. And then make sure you do your mascara. Just keep it simple so that you can keep on running. All right, guys, so lunch, I already fed everybody, but a little tip is if you are going to make you food, might as well prepare all of it for the whole week. So this is what I do. I do a lot of roasted chicken. Sometimes I add different kinds of rubs and stuff. So I just prepare it all for 1 week. Okay, so crazy day, a little hack tip that I've been doing in my business issues. So I'm reviewing a lot of my old videos, making sure that I put some like the halfway decent quality ones on. Like I can come back later if they're at least decent. If there's nothing like something over the top of it, something like blurps through it, whatever, I am probably going to pass it through, but I have to watch them, right? And so that means that I have to literally watch every single one. Every single one. There are 8 tiers that I have to watch. Well, basically. One of them I'm recording like all of it. And so I don't have to watch it. So that takes time to do. So I have learned through my kids about watching videos in double time. My son loves to do it, especially with his homeschool stuff. He's like, I can get it done in half the time, Mom. Fine, as long as you can hear it. Well, so I started doing it today on my old recordings just so that I get it done faster. And there was one I was watching. It's so funny to watch it in double speed and watch my reaction like through it. And it's like, I'm like, Brussels sprouts. I don't like Brussels sprouts. It is so funny. I couldn't help. I was laughing so hard. I was crying. And then I had to call my kids in to watch it. You gotta watch this. It's so funny. Like, I think, like, just hearing it as Alvin the Chipmunk voice automatically makes it funny, but let's, like, make it even more funny by, like, all of my interactions of my face and, like, how I'm saying things. And it was even more funny. Anyways, so if you need to watch something on double speed, go to settings and then go down to where it says normal, like playtime or something like that. It says normal. Change that to 2 times. And then you can watch things in double speed. Now you can go faster, but I don't know how anybody could go faster than that and actually understand what in the world the person is saying. I did the other day, because I knew about this, I did the other day watch a lady, and I literally thought she did her, like, made her video double speed, because she talked so fast. Guys, slow down a little bit. We got to understand you. You can't understand somebody that talks so fast. You have to understand. There's some diction you have to slow down. We all need life to be a little bit more simpler. So every single year for the past, I don't know, since I lost the twins, I came up with a word for the year for this next year. I don't even remember what last year's is now. I feel like quality or something like that. I don't know. But this year, it's simplicity. Making things as simple as possible. And I have put it into effect like crazy recently, and it's made it awesome. I feel like I could even do it more in certain areas. It might come out this year. Make it simple. Figure out a way to just automate it. Make it simple. There's some things I wish were more that way. Okay, so I'm not down here to sit and talk. I'm down here. You notice I got a new fresh lip gloss on. After that laugh so hard until you cry moment, I had to fix the makeup. It was not looking very pretty. So I decided I was going to do that before I do some recording. And I really need to do these recordings, but I don't want to. But if I don't get Christmas off. And I have to stay ahead. So I'm going to push myself through. I got to get at least something done, something small. I have a couple days coming up that are small that might be able to fluff, but I got to do these. I'm pondering how I want to do it, if I want to do the whole entire thing, or if I want to record one set and triple it through the video edit. And I'm thinking I'm only going to do one set so I can plow through them, but get it recorded to where it kind of, yeah, I don't know. We'll get it figured out. All right. To your workout. That is your workout. I hope you have a God bless fabulous day. Bye for now. I've gotten, I don't know what I got all over me. Nice. I bet that's in the video too. I can't keep myself clean. Okay, so a little thing that I say about sweaters, and sitting here thinking about it, it's 5 o'clock, so I have to keep moving, is mamas wear sweaters like they used to wear aprons. If it gets yucky, it can come off and I don't have to change the whole entire outfit. And you know what? If I'm going out and about, especially in the summertime, the sweater can come off. And they don't have to see the yuck from babies. All right, so a little cheat, little hack thing that I do. I have, guys, my laundry is a little crazy. Just tell you, you see the smaller baskets, you see the bigger basket, you're like, what in the world's going on? All right, let me tell you a little something. My husband at one point said he didn't want certain things washed together. And then he was like, I don't want white t-shirts washed with white underwear. Guys, he wants to drive me crazy. So that is how this came about, sorting everything down to the minimal. I don't have enough baskets. That's where it's ended up. That's why sometimes clothes are on the floor and sometimes there's clothes in the baskets. We have jeans. We have church clothes. We have whites that used to be whites and lights separate. Got tired of that. So I just put whites and lights together because I don't bleach my clothes. They won't hurt each other. They won't make them too dingy. Next would be exercise. Next would be towels. And the last that you sometimes see down here is a pile of my husband's clothes because, well, nobody wants their clothes washed with daddy's yucky work clothes. So that's why. You can have your own pile. All right. So the other things that I do that you'll see baskets is I don't fold my older kids' clothes. I do wash it because have you seen how they do their chores? Yeah, my laundry room is my sanctuary. It is my room away from everyone. You might come down and find me here. You may not come and stay here. Okay, so, and why do I say that? Well, right there is my jar room. I spend a lot of time in there. You know, sorting, putting things in the jars, put them away, get things organized. That is my sewing cabinet. My crochet cabinet. You get it? Somebody's coming down. Thought I heard somebody coming down. Sound like feet scuffing across the floor. Then you've got, you can tell my husband's came around. He's got his junk over here that needs to go away. It's my sanctuary. You have the garage. All right, then you have a basket for my olders and a basket for, both my olders, my daughter and my son. They can go fold their own clothes or they can leave it there. But they are not, and you can see that they do this, they are not to throw their clothes on the floor. I can't even circle it in this video. That there, right there, is not allowed. Okay. So then I have these two baskets, and as you will see, I'm going to take what is in the washing machine and put it in my basket. This round one is to stay down here. It just helps, it's a catch-all. It's to catch anything that comes out of the dryer when the other basket isn't down here. I can fold down here if I have time to get away, or I can take everything, I can dump it in my basket, and I can take it upstairs and fold it while watching babies, which is what I'm going to do today. I have other things to do, so I have to keep rolling. All right, so I'm running this dryer. So I have a list of all the loads that I want to get done in one day. If the load is not very big, I don't do it. But today I did 3 loads. Did my husband's, I did the towels, and I did exercise. Those are really big loads. Tomorrow will be white and jeans. And then the next day will be church and blankets. And that way all of them have been through at least once during the week. And then from there, it's kind of like most of the time I will go back to my husband's towels and jeans, or towels and exercise again. And then most of the time it will go back to blankets. Sometimes somewhere in there I'll have a break day, especially if I've went through them all and there's not much down here. I will give myself a break day. And that's how that goes. So I kind of have it set. So today I got all 3 of mine done. My husband's, the towels, and then the exercise. If I have time, I will come down and fold again. More than likely not. Our oldest comes on Monday nights, and we normally do some kind of family thing. So I will come down and get any clothes that I may need, and I will deal with folding them tomorrow evening at this time. So this is the only time during my day where I fold. So I just take it all up, I fold it all at once, and then I put them away, and I'm done. And I don't have to see anything until tomorrow evening when I fold again. All right, good morning. So today is December 16th. I can't even think of what date. So I've had some hiccups already this morning, and that's kind of why I'm not on. Phone died. My agenda wasn't printed. Laundry wasn't in the basket. I had to scrub a lot of clothes. I'm running a little bit behind this morning, and I don't like those kind of mornings. So I'm going to keep on rolling so that I can have a more successful day. Today, I do know that today my son is trying to push through. So he's only got certain things that he's got to do. He said things that doesn't need mom, that he wants to get caught up on. So I am working with my daughter pretty much all of the day today. Hopefully that will give her a good oomph to get things done. She has now caught her math up with her reading. The day it's supposed to be on, basically. So in my mind, they should do at least the same week, if not the same day. Like do all that day and then go to the next day and do all that day and go to the next day and do all that day. But if anything, do all that subject for that week and then go do another subject for all of that week. But she can't, no, she rather just plow one out and not do any of the others. So math was the one. So we are plowing math through, and I made her mad, and I'm taking her back to read a book that I never saw her even pick up. I don't even think it's been off the shelf, but she wants to be mad because she has to go back and read it. So yeah. And when she tells me what the book is about, not all the way there. She can skim the back of the book for that stuff. All right, my buzzer's going off. It's telling me to keep on moving. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm going to keep on moving. All right, so I got another load of laundry in. Probably saw me disappear in the middle of between the treadmill and working out. I grabbed my older son's clothes from the garage because he brought them in, and I do his laundry. So I have that to do. Luckily I kind of had an idea that he was going to be bringing them, and today I'm ahead for laundry, so I might be able to like really work that in to my running of laundry. That workout was hot. I'm sweating. Clients, be ready for that workout. Certain ones anyways. It's coming. It's a killer. It's a doozy. So yeah, I have that. I'm trying to like learn and do some new techniques with workouts. And that way I can bring some newer, fresher workouts to my clients, not just the same things. They get a variety. They get a wide variety of workouts. They don't just get, bicep curls all the time. They get a wide variety, and they never know what day it's gonna be. So that's what I'm doing. I move laundry along. I know that later on I'll be folding upstairs, so I put it in my upstairs basket, not my sit here basket, because this was already down here. I kind of told you a little bit about that in yesterday's video. If you didn't see that, go check it out. So I just saw a bunny. It went right around the corner. I don't know if I can catch it. See? Okay, so I'm going to try to share as much as I can of what I eat. That is something I have a harder time at since I'm not always the one that cooks. But today I think I cook, so that will kind of help a little bit. So my first thing that I started with early in the day that I didn't show was my banana. And then I always have my Alani all day long. Sometimes I finish a whole one, sometimes I only do a half. It depends on how much sleep I got the night before and how much push I need to get through my day. So I'm going to try to show some of that. And then for breakfast, I am having eggs and my smoothie. And when looking at my chronometer, it says that altogether there's 26.8 grams of protein in my smoothie. But when I look at the packages, there is 35 grams of protein. So they're not quite averaging out right. Then my egg and that, according to the chronometer, it adds up to 46 something. So that's a lot of protein for breakfast, but that's what I have. We have eggs with cottage cheese and my smoothie, and I don't tell what's in my smoothie, but you probably know there's Greek yogurt in there. That's one start. So that's what I have for breakfast. Okay guys, so I am wrapping up breakfast time in the kitchen. I am down to 34 ounces. So I do drink a little at night. So I fill it up before I go to bed. I drink a little throughout the nighttime. And then I drink whatever's left of 10 ounces during workout. And then whatever's left of 20 ounces for breakfast. But I try not to measure unless I'm trying to get to a certain point at a certain time. And obviously a lot of times I end up just not seeing it and ignoring it. even if it's at my desk or following me around, I end up losing it. What did I do with my water? Oh, I've only drank 5 ounces. No, like, that's why I leave it right here. When I come to the kitchen, I need to guzzle, guzzle, guzzle. Otherwise, I will just forget about it. All right, so earlier I worked on my Bible and I did some of it, and then I put it on the back burner. And so I did that with prayer, and now I'm moving to my reading. Okay, so I made this salad. It is roasted chicken thigh with romaine lettuce, with tomatoes and some cucumbers, and I just keep it simple. I already had chicken roasted earlier in the week, maybe yesterday, and I just use it up as I go. Okay, so we're after lunch. This is where I'm at on my water. We are just underneath 24. Alright, so I am going to sit here and have an RX bar and do some work on my device and then work my way downstairs. I did move over some laundry and I did end up getting reading done with my daughter and getting babies into bed since lunch and doing some high chair cleanup. So that's what was all missed. Welcome to your workout. This right here. All right, chop this in. That was a great workout. I hope it was a good one for you. Make sure you go get a cool down in. And you have a God bless fabulous day. Bye for now. So I'm going to go take this compost out to the garden. I'm going to toss it in the garden. My husband the last time gave it to the chickens. That's great, but we really need compost in the garden. So I am going to put this in the garden, right on the side where it really needs it, hoping that nutrients will go down into that soil because we have a side of the garden that doesn't like to grow. It is not doing good over there. You might get small plants, but onions, I got maybe 2 or 3. And they didn't really want to even go. So, yeah, I'm going to go put this in the garden because my garden needs it. Okay, so this is my end of the day. The hairdo says it all. Babies are sleeping. So we had dinner. Then the older kids and I cleaned up, and then I pulled out the new puzzle that we're gonna work on, put babies to bed, and started on the new puzzle a little bit. And then I came in and took my cold shower that I get every single night. And so I am done with my cold shower. So I am gonna go out, gather my stuff, prepare my water I think is left, and I need to look at my agenda for tomorrow and call it a night.